Free to succeed. Great shadow list. Right down Flash Summon Events Edition. I noticed that 10x, was it Akritzia, popped up last night? And part of me was like, I could probably pop my 3 voids just in case. But then another part of me was like, I don't want to record a video right now. And it's going to be over by the time the morning comes. So we skipped it. All right. Sue me. We do have, is this not? Yeah. I'm surprised I remembered his name. He's cool, but I don't care to have him. We'll hang on to these. We gonna hang on to those, all right? So what did we do yesterday? As I said, we 6-starred Pythion. We are getting his masteries done. We're in the process of getting his masteries done. He's down here somewhere. I leveled him to 55 with potions, and then we're gonna finish his levels with masteries. If you don't know that, you level someone up to 55 and then start their mastery grind. By the time it's over, they're max level. So it's a cool little trick. We'll build him after we're done. Buddy, you just went on like an 1.5 hour long walk. How could you possibly want to play? And then we reworked our Georgid because I want to get him involved. I'm pretty happy with the build, actually. And his masteries aren't done. So we're doing his masteries along with Pythion, whatever. But he's in pretty good shape, I would say. 5,200 attack. We hit 100 crit rate right on the nose. And we're at 252 on crit damage currently. 209 speed. Like, I think that's a pretty decent build for a free-to-play account without masteries. So since we were able to hit 100 crit rate right on the nose, we can probably go attack here. Just get a little bit more of a bump. And then we're going to work our way down here. And I don't know. He might get flawless execution. He might get flawless execution because, excuse you, because I don't know. I'll give it some thought. For some reason, I thought he had an ignored defense. He ignores defense buff. He ignores all that stuff. Yeah, that's huge. Extra turn if he kills. Turn meters can't be resisted. Yeah, we're gonna, yeah, okay. I don't know then. 50% chance to ignore 50% of the target's defense from each hit placed by this champion's skills. So then we could consider Helm Smasher. I don't know. Part of me wants to just bump the crit damage up. We'll see how I feel when I get it done, but we'll probably finish that today. I have gone through and glyphed everything I can glyph, so he's about as maxed out as he's gonna get right now. I'm pretty pleased with the build though. I think it went pretty well. So and then Pythion, we will, figure out what we're gonna do with. And then I'm thinking about mixing up some teams. I was thinking about, and actually someone suggested the idea to me as well that I had, which lets me know I'm on the right track because they're a pretty solid player. I'm thinking about mixing my teams up a little bit and going like Duchess, Pythion, Georgid, Ultimate Death Knight. So that mixes up this team, which I like this team a lot. But I think I like the idea of that team better. UDK keeps Georgid alive. And I thought I was going to have to build Georgid with like 160, 170 speed to get those kind of stats on him. But we got him over 200. We got pretty lucky. So I'm thinking about that. But then I want to figure out what to do with Ukko because he's really good, man. Ukko's really, really good. And I hate to just not be using him. So we might have to try to figure out another team to use like in place of maybe this one sometimes that has Ukko involved because he's been really, really good, man. He's really useful. So I don't know, we'll play around with it. And perhaps we'll leave this team as a preset. You know what I mean? We won't erase the preset. We've got lots of room for teams. So this one I'm probably going to dissolve, actually, because I've pulled gear off of Echelon, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like willing to pull gear off my Arbiter. You know what I mean? I don't really care to have a cleave anymore at this point. So we'll fill in that top spot with maybe the new Duchess Python team. So we'll try to get that done today. We'll try to get the masteries done today, and I'll get some gear on Python, and then maybe tomorrow we can do some testing with that. But that's kind of what we worked on yesterday. And then again, we've got some strange summon events. We had Acritia from Voids. Now we've got Knocked. They're doing them in 12-hour windows, which is weird. Then we're getting Tunisia from Voids, which is Tunisia's pretty dope. Prince Kymar, Shiramani, Hefrak, Tyrant, and Foley. So the only one that's mildly tempting there is Prince Kymar, and it's not even in conjunction with the 2x, and we say it every time there's a 10x, but 10x doesn't really do much on Ancients and Sacreds, so there's really no reason to be baited into this. This seems like a trap. They really want you to empty your shards out before whatever's going to happen when these summon events end. They really want you to be without shards for some reason. I don't think they've ever done anything like this before, especially kind of out of the blue. I don't think they told the creators it was coming in advance, which they usually do with summon events. And then there was all of a sudden just a news thing in the game, and the summon portal was glowing. So it seems like they really want you to be without shards. So just do with that information what you will. You know what I mean? If you want to go for it, your shards, enjoy the game. But it seems like there might be something good coming when these events are over. So who knows? Who knows? Otherwise, we are still trucking through Doom Tower. We've got a magic clan boss today, so I'll get to see. I switched Fushan to Brimstone, so we're gonna see if that gives us a more comfortable one key on magic. If it does, we're sorted. No, none of that's really that tempting. We did snag one for Georgid, by the way. I went with Lightning Cage. I thought Lightning Cage might be an interesting way to go on him. We'll see how we feel about it. Of course, Reaper is also a solid option. But I thought Lightning Cage might be interesting considering the champs we're running with him. If we could protect the block debuffs and stuff that he's getting put on him, I think that would be pretty beneficial. So we're going to try Lightning Cage and see what we think about it. We get a free change if we want it. I considered it Polymorph too, just because I'm not using Polymorph on anyone yet, and I thought it might be fun. But I think the other like strong option for him is Soul Reaper. Still, but we'll see what we think about it. But anyway, that's what we got going on. Yeah. Knocked. Okay, I wouldn't pull it anyway. Where am I in pity on everything? How are we looking for whenever we do decide to summon shards? Let's see. We're at 163 on Ancients. We're at 25 on Voids. And we are at 18 on Sacreds. So, what does that mean? Does that mean 37 more and we enter pity for Ancients, and then, you know, however many more after that is that right? Is it 200? I can never remember. Anyway, we've got a long way to go on Voids. We kind of just started over on Voids. And then Sacreds were like a little over a quarter of the way there. Not a guaranteed Lego anytime soon, but what are you gonna do, you know? Still doing okay in 3v3. Jumping in and picking our fights as we feel like we want to. So far, it's been relatively easy. I'm excited to get this new team rolling. I'm really going to try to get it done today, which should be not too bad. I think I'm 365, and then hopefully I can get it done today. We've still got a good bit of energy sitting. So the goal is going to be to have it done by tomorrow, so we can actually test the team in action tomorrow. So that's what we've been working on. It's really just more of a catch-up episode. I'm still doing all the same stuff I've been doing, hitting Iron Twins every day, clearing our faction wars, climbing up normal Doom Tower, so that when I do get through this Barb mission, when the Barb crypt finally opens, we can, you know, be fine for the secret rooms. That'll be easy. Yeah, it's really just this Barb one holding us up. And then I guess the whole next section is going to be a lot of these, because there's only one here, and this is the first one if I'm not mistaken. So I guess this next section is going to be like one of these, a couple missions, one of these, a couple missions, one of these. That's my guess on how that's going to go. And we'll find out soon. As soon as it opens, we're breezing through everything else pretty much. So yeah, I reckon that'll do it for today. Get you caught up. You know what we're planning. We're gonna just keep hanging on to our shards. None of these summon events are tempting to us. I want to summon, so I guess it's tempting in that space. But like, I don't care about 10x's, and I kind of feel like something good is probably coming when these summon events are done. So it's probably worth hanging on to what you got for now.